So today is June the 14th, 2019. I'm here today because there's a group of people blocking the Hamilton terminal at 319 Burlington Street East in Hamilton. And as you can see, there's a large police presence, a lot of cruisers in the area. I don't know how long it's been going, but here you go, like lots and lots and lots and lots of people, lots and lots of cops getting warm in the sun along with these peaceful protesters who are basically just sitting on the curb and holding their signs peacefully and, you know, playing some music every now and then. Buffy's a favorite. Yeah, so there's moms with babies, there's elderly folks, there's just generally a very peaceful group of folks on both sides. I'm just going through as a means of recording because I don't see any media here, nobody from CBC, CTV or anything like that. This is one of those weird situations in life, you know, where you have a bunch of oil terminals here, you got a massive infrastructure in the background. It's extremely photogenic in terms of what the issue is. You know, we've got a lot of Indigenous people here, we have minorities here, we got mothers, we got seniors, we've got people and walkers coming out today to send the message that well, we are concerned about Canada's compliance to treaty law. We have the people of Unist'ot'en in court, the people at Unist'ot'en camp defending their legal right to be there because they have sovereignty over their lands according to the agreements made, and Canada's not honoring that. That's why they ended up in court. So I mean, who are we defending here today? Are we defending the right of the business to function? Are we defending the right of the people? Are we defending the Constitution? Are we defending the treaty? Is there even a Constitution unless we defend the treaty? Because Canada was built on agreements made with First Nation people. If you ignore the treaties, you're ignoring the foundation of Canada's own governance system. So in other words, if they destroy us, they destroy themselves. So I really don't understand any of this in terms of how it got to be so bad. Politically, economically, this makes no sense to do. I mean, my God, oil is a stranded asset right now. We have the Paris Accord, we have deadlines for when people are reducing carbon. It's not like this is going to be a bullish industry in the future. We know what's happening now in terms of the economics. Enbridge is full of air barrels. We have both Enbridge and TransCanada doing deal with the pipeline company who's owned by three massive rich Russian guys. This doesn't make sense to me. But somebody's paying for it, and it sure as hell isn't me. I don't live in Hamilton, I'm not a taxpayer, but, you know, I gotta figure, why is Canada doing this? Why are we even having these discussions? Because there's been a failure of policy, a failure of consultation, a failure of being reasonable with the people who actually own the lands where they want to build the pipe. You know, if I were to build a shed, it would be illegal for me to build it on my neighbor's yard because I don't own the land. Well, the logic is the same here. What the hell are we defending? We're defending the right of industry to basically ignore an international law, to ignore an international agreement. I mean, it makes no sense. Anyways, I'm going to show you the lovely banners today that we've got going. They took the big one off the fence and are now using it as the main what do you call it? Blockade, I guess you call it. But yeah, so everyone is peaceful. Everyone's just asking for basic things here. Okay, we're asking to protect people, to have regard for the laws that exist, to stop the supremacy, stop the tax evasion. This is basically a form of tax evasion when you don't do consultation, let's face it, because these people have been jilted of their royalties since the system began here. Okay, so here's the big banner. TransCanada, stay off Unist'ot'en land. I mean, it's pretty basic what it says, and that's what we should honor. That's what we should be acting on, is the common sense, is that the people own the land. What the hell is Canada doing there? Okay, solidarity with Unist'ot'en. The time is now. We're asking for a reasonable approach. We're asking for compliance to law, compliance to the treaty, because Canada was built upon treaty law too. If they negate our treaties as First Nation, they negate the existence of Canada itself. Canada was given permission to set up the governance on First Nation land. What happens when they extinguish us? They extinguish themselves.